Hello, we're live here. We're having, let me see if I can get some guests on here. There's Dale. Had to use my phone here. All right, Dale, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Got ghost
All
in the
right.
works again.
I'm having to use my phone. My computer's gone crazy here since the power went off and on. I'm still trying to log in on it, but I guess we're the only ones here so far because that's the only, ain't nobody else showed up. So,
Huh. How you been doing?
doing good. How are you?
Yeah, good, I guess. Yeah, pretty good.
Awesome.
If this rain ever stop.
Yeah, they're saying earlier that we're going to get some storms tonight. I hope it ain't nothing like what people had out in Oklahoma and I think Ohio.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah. Did you see that that video Nordic put on there a while ago with the hail?
No, I didn't get to see it.
Boy, tell you what, hail like that would beat the crap out of stuff.
Yeah, I've
Ball
seen some
saw.
pretty big hail.
Yeah, it's about golf ball size. Just it just come up. It was a storm. I don't know where it's at, but
Wow. Yeah. Ain't no telling nowadays anything liable to happen storm wise.
oh, I know it. I'll tell you, I don't like to see that storm, that hail come around because there's something else up there.
Yep. Well, I seen back earlier a week or so ago you posted you made it up on your mountain there and took some pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Anything
No,
anything you want to talk about that?
wasn't a whole lot going on up there. Wendell is just quiet. Real quiet, calm
Yeah.
feeling up. And I don't know if that was because how they do it when they make it quiet or if it was just quiet. I'm not sure, but it
Right.
really enjoyable up there. Yeah. Starting to kind of feel like my old self again.
That's good. Be able to get out and about.
Yeah.
Hoping to that one area that we didn't get to go to, I'm gonna try to reschedule it. Probably be I don't know, when's your deal in Oklahoma?
That's I think it's 31st and 1st next month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, probably the weekend before that, we're gonna try to get down to May. I want to go over to Jerusalem in that area and check that out. I've had a report over there from somebody turkey hunting in the national forest there.
Really?
So that had an encounter with something. They said they won't say it's a Bigfoot, but it appeared to walk upright and it was shaking trees, so they left. So he still he won't. He said I won't say it's. He said, I won't say it was a Bigfoot, but I won't say it was a bear either, but it could have been, but he said that was shaking the trees and then you'd see it pass between trees. And he said, I know it looked like it was walking upright. So,
what time of day? Did you have any idea?
I hate to move anything. It'd be that, either that, whatever the third Saturday is that morning, that whole day, we'll just plan and try to do both of them. Because I don't know if we'll be able to do a lot at my cousin's place other than check out and if we see any Bigfoot sign, let her know because she's only got like 5 acres there, but they come around the edge. The whole back of her property is a big field and woods. but she hadn't got us guaranteed access to that yet. But I told her, like I said, we've been trying to go down there twice. Something's happened every time, but if we can, we'll check that out and then loop back around from Conway over to Cleveland and just make a whole day of it.
Sounds like a plan.
Sound like a plan?
Yeah,
long as that don't interfere. You recheck your dates for Oklahoma and everything, and I'll get a hold of her. Even if she happens to not be there that weekend, we'll still go over to Jerusalem.
Okay, cool. Well, I may pick us up one of those while I'm down there at Tallahena.
Yeah.
I may pick up one of those really good real good listening devices that he makes. Panoramic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I told him that if we hadn't got one of them real nice ones by then, that I'd try to pick up one of them up with a recorder and everything while I was down there. So I don't know.
All right.
Make a deal on it. So
awesome.
I hope I can still do that with all this truck repair I've had to do lately.
Right. Everything. All the parts come in as all right, huh?
Yeah. I still haven't got the fender well put back in it. The liner.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what was holding it in when it come out. It was just all ripped out. And so I thought,
right.
well, I looked at my other side and I was like, well, I know what I need now. And I went up there and Colt's just whining and carrying on. But I went up there and checked in a couple of places, and I went to that O'Reilly store up there, and they usually got things like that, and I went in there and like, we got 2 of them. I'm like, who keeps 2 of these?
Yeah.
Who keeps 2 of them? They come in bags, So anyway, so I had to look around some more. I went to another parts place, and they've done closed down, turned into a construction agency now. So I'd like, well, that place is out. I used to do a lot of business over there, but I finally broke down and went down to Napa. They're usually hiring everybody else, but I went on down there and she couldn't tell me what I needed, but she sold me a bag of stuff anyway. So I hope it works when I go to put it on.
Right. Maybe it'll have a little of everything.
Well, she told me, she said, I don't know what size you need, quarter or 5/16. I said, well, sell me the 5/16, and if it's quarter, I'll drill the darn holes out. I'll get it on one way or another. I gotta let that dog back in. He's whining and carrying on. I'll be right back. Come on back in here, buddy. This thing is looking pretty good.
Awesome, yeah.
Almost done with it. I got to put the brass on the bottom of it. Other than that, it's done.
Right.
Now I still got to put something that Jonathan wanted on there. I got to put that on there, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Hope I don't tear everything up when I do it. That's all I care about.
Right.
Who was that zipped in there for a second?
Oh, that was me. I was trying to. There we go. I got to turn off my phone. I got the computer back up. Can you hear me?
Oh, cool. I thought your picture looked a little bigger there.
Oh, no wonder I can't hear it. I got to have my earbuds in.
That's something I keep forgetting. Every time I go to the store, I think about that. I need to get me some more of those. I found a set that Colt chewed up, and then my headphones has got the plug chewed off of them. So that's the thing about having a dog like that. He's going to chew stuff. But anyway, hope I'm not causing any echo tonight.
No, it sounds good now that I got my everything back working on my computer. If the power don't flicker again, I don't know what that was though. It ain't thundering or lightning or nothing, but it sure flickered on and off.
You getting the storm rolling in?
It's looking dark back to the west, but it ain't here yet. So I don't know.
I'm gonna pull up my radar for a minute. Oh, come on, come up. I told you, did I?
No, I still hear you. Usually though, when you hear me, I'm still here. I may have lost you though.
We'll get some serious stuff moving in. Whoa, I flickered too. Well, I guess I'm all by myself again. Hello, world. Anybody else out there? It looks like we're getting some heavy duty stuff moving in from the west. I hope the Oklahoma weather doesn't come at us, but it looks like it's going to be here around 10. Y'all say your blessings for us and hope we get through it okay. Not a repeat of last night with Oklahoma.
Are you back?
There you go. Back on your phone again?
Yeah, I just gonna have to stay on the phone. It flickered again, and there went my computer, just crazy. That's weird.
About 10 o'clock, we're going to get hammered from the looks of it. I looked at my radar there just now. Got some pretty heavy stuff. Yeah.
No telling what's going on. I don't know if they're overusing power or somebody hit a power line or something, but it's flickering, and it's just enough to make my computer want to kick off.
Yeah, I got a little flicker there myself just a couple minutes ago. I hope we get bypassed on all that bad weather tonight.
I do too.
I used to have a really nice power pack I used at work for stuff like this on my desktop. And that thing would keep me up and running without losing anything or without losing connections and everything for about 4 or 5 hours. That was pretty nice. Wished I had another one of those.
Right. I don't know where everybody's at. Look, Neil said he was going to be here. BC, give me a thumbs up, but they ain't here.
Well, I guess it's just you and me.
It looks like it.
Yep.
We got a viewer question. Wants to know what have we tried far as baiting a Bigfoot to come in, or if we've tried gifting, if we've what we've used, and if we've had any success with that. Well,
yeah, I heard a lot of people make comments on one of the videos we did about why don't y'all try to leave gifts out there, food and all that. And I'm like, well, I don't know about that. I'm not too crazy about it. Every time I read something about food, it seems like people that do it a lot warn that don't ever stop if you start doing that, or they'll get kind of irritated with you. So,
right, yeah.
After the last couple of times we've had, I don't want them any more irritated than they are.
than what they are, yeah. What they had been. Now, I think it'd be all right, like we was talking, like that toy box tree or whatever, to leave out maybe marbles or something that they've never seen before, but not to do it on a regular basis. To have.
I was thinking about that the other night after my grandson's little thing he wanted to do. I ended up with a whole house full of these little stuffed toys.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking we got something to use right there. I can get them out of my house.
Yeah, I think that something like that would.
50 of them.
If there's any juveniles or young ones in the area, that would definitely they would definitely be attracted to pick it up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And we know in pretty much all of our areas, we found juvenile tracks. Some of them more than others, but
yeah.
Now, I hadn't got to work much on the video, but this last time when we went to the Sillamore area, we could hear them, but just couldn't get to them. But they ended up burning off the whole forest area where we was at, and it was odd that it was the same time of the year that our normal activity picks up. So that was a kind of a sad deal or bad deal for us, because we could hear them and we just couldn't get to them, and they was not coming into that area very much. I mean,
yeah, whatever that was, about 3 o'clock in the morning there Saturday night. That night, that was I really don't think that was a whippoorwill,
right?
Because it was really, really, really loud, and whenever I tried to get it on thermal, it would move to my left. And that thing went around our camp almost 3 times before it stopped. And I said, I don't think that's a normal whippoorwill activity that would just kind of circle your camp like that and just keep on moving all the time. And so I don't know if it was more than one whippoorwill or just a real active whippoorwill acting on its own. I'm not sure, but we were keeping an eye on it, that's for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I would send a message to everybody. I don't know. Did you send a message to the group and see where everybody was at?
No, I will. Just a minute. Okay. I sent it just then. Let's see what happened.
Yeah, we'll see whatever. Everybody may just been busy and something happened, just like my deal with electricity here. When you're talking or going to do anything about Bigfoot, weird stuff starts happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that's a pretty good idea. All them little toys like that.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good one-time experiment or something like that. Or I said, I don't think you'd want to do it all the time, but something new and different, they'd definitely be like. For first, they may be kind of stand off from it, but you give it a few. Say the next day, they're going to be, yeah, I want to pick that up and see what that is.
Mm-hmm. Be nice if we had a had a recorder that we could spare, you know.
Yeah.
Some of these toys that's got the batteries in the back, you know, we could just open them things up and put the recorder in them and close them back up and send them on their way.
Yep.
See what would happen.
Especially if we had the recorders that send it to the cloud. They whenever they get signal, not the ones like our old ones that we got. It's hard. Yeah. You can't get nothing off of them. But the new ones, it'll send it direct to the cloud.
Well, that'd be nice.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to what's his name? Jason Miller out in Washington State.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the infrared, you know, how I said we had that big camera bank up there, you know, with the cameras all the way around everything last time and nothing came around.
Yeah.
You know, and, I said it's kind of makes me kind of think it's like putting up a game camera, how they avoid them, you know, because they can see the red light, you know.
Yeah, and, I think so.
And he said that they've been experimenting with some kind of material. I haven't got a whole lot out of him yet, but he said it masks that infrared. But and I'm kind of thinking it may be that. Have you seen the game deer blinds that you can see out of, but you can't see into?
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering if that's not what it is.
Maybe, yeah.
Might be some kind of material like that. I'll get more information out of him on that. He said he's had some success with it though, for blocking out the electronic signature on them things. So I think that sounds good. I can get him to tell me exactly what it is, but
yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. But the more I thought about it, I'm thinking I bet it's that same stuff that those deer blinds are made out of. It's only kind of like a one-way mirror, you know.
Right. Yeah. That would. You would be able. The camera could see out of it, but the nothing would be able to see direct light from it. It may be lit up, kind of. Maybe, I don't know. Depends on how good you wrapped it.
Yeah. Yeah, he said he's had quite a bit of luck with it. So I'm all he would say was a material. He didn't say what it was or anything, you know, kind of keeping his cards close to his chest right now. I'll get it out of it. I've known him for a long time, so
we understand that. We got that way a little bit, especially on areas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he just got done doing a big major interview with one of the people out there. It's that CARC or whatever it is, or however you say that. I'm not sure.
Right.
Or that Pacific. I can't even think of the names of them now, but it's out there on the Pacific coast.
Right.
Yeah.
When we do investigation again at Area 2, probably in December or maybe September. I'm thinking about wanting to go. Like I said, it depends on what we find over there, but at Jerusalem in September to do a full deal, because that's where Robert Brom and Chief and all them had that area at over there, and then Matthew had his sighting over there, and then not far from there was where Frank McGuire had a sighting that's on. He's on one of our videos telling about it, but I'm not exactly sure where each of their sightings was at. It'd be nice if all of them would go and with us and point to where it happened, but I know where this sighting happened, and the part of the national forest. It's what we call the pyramid over there. Yeah. It looks just like a pyramid that's stair stepped. It's a whole mountain. that's that way. But anyway, depending on what we find, we might do one there. But anyway, the Bigfoot, not what is it? The podcast
show.
Yeah, they're wanting to come, and there's like 4 of them that wants to come down, and when we do a full weekend investigation, and they're wanting to take their time off and come down. I'm thinking they're from Ohio. I think that's where it was at, but I might be wrong. Somewhere up north. But anyway, they're wanting to come down here and go with us. I said, sure.
Awesome.
And the upcoming event, July 13th, is our meet and greet this year, and it's preliminarily scheduled for there at Devil's Den State Park.
Yeah.
And there's some cabins that you can rent that's there, or you can do the free regular camping and everything. Yeah. So
I wouldn't feel too bad about staying in a tent out someplace like that.
Yeah.
That'd be all right.
You're right. And I'm going to post more on it end of May when we figure out all the details and if anybody wants to come to it. And there's more of a family-oriented event. Mm-hmm. So that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, I'd like to, have them guys come out there. It sure is easier to pick up tracks and stuff when they point you in the right direction to start with. You don't have to just go out there and search blind for them.
Yeah. So that's 3 different people or team members that we've had over there that's had encounters over there. So it's got to be pretty hot area.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy, I like this staff, Wendell. I'd like to keep this one for myself.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, it feels good.
That's Kim's new staff, huh?
It's Kim's, yeah.
That'd be good.
A little different. I made the staff itself octagon. Instead of round.
Yeah.
It feels real good.
That's cool.
Yeah. That right in there where I put that design on there, that just happened to be a natural occurring knot hole that went all the way through it right there. When I was burning it, it fell out, and I'm like, boy, it's a good place for cord to go through.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah. Need to put something else on there though. I don't know how big her hand is. I mean, it feels good to me, but I was going to put one of them paracord wraps on it, but I think that would make it too big for her hand. So I probably will stop there and not do that.
All right.
Yeah.
Over this weekend was the deal down at Falk. I keep saying every year I'm going to get down there to it, and at the time they move it around, and it's always has been when I've got something scheduled or can't go. The last 3 years I thought about going, but I ain't made it yet.
Well, I was planning on going this time too, and I found out when it was and everything, and then I had truck problems. I was like, well, I'm not going again. So I saw Todd down there.
Saw who?
Todd Niece. I saw.
Oh yeah, Todd. Yeah, yeah. I seen that. He went down there.
You still there? You lose you? There you go.
Pretty quiet for the last 6 months here along Catherine. Ain't nobody said anything or had any activity around here.
Yeah.
Only ones I've heard of is, well, when we was doing that podcast, that one guy chimed in from up around Clinton and up by not Choctaw, but Greers Ferry Lake area, and said it had activity over there. So
yeah,
that's not too far from us. But
I wonder when Todd's going to make it to one of ours. I thought he was pretty.
I don't know.
Pretty hot about that for a while.
I've asked him a couple times, and this last one he said he was just too busy moving stuff. I don't know.
And then they say he had to have some kind of surgery or something. I'm like, well, that's all better, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's in the perfect area though.
I didn't even get
on the Buffalo River.
I didn't even get anybody even see that message I sent. I don't wonder what's going on.
I don't know.
Got
maybe they're thinking it, or even if they're thinking it was 8 o'clock like used to be. They still ought to be coming online by now.
Yeah, there's I see Kim saw it. She saw yours anyway. And I'm not sure who that other one is. Oh, Kim, Robert, and Wendell. Yeah. But there's nobody asked where's everybody for the podcast, and nobody's even seen that yet. So maybe the power's kind of messing with other people around here or something.
Yeah, possible. It did here. That's why I'm on my phone. It ain't flickered no more, but I ain't gonna try to go back on the computer because as soon as I do, that's what happens.
Yeah.
I even sent it to Marcus, and he usually, if he's around, will do. Summertime, I guess, it's getting to where everybody's got other things to do,
and hey, you might be right though. They might be thinking it's 8 o'clock instead of 7.
Yeah,
but still, they usually monitor that chat we do. I would have thought somebody would have got on there, but
no, there ain't nobody waiting backstage. It's just us. If anybody's got any other questions, go ahead and message them in or email them, and we'll try to answer them. Trying to think of anything that's going on during the summer here. I hadn't seen nothing, no conferences during the summer. The only thing, like I said, this last weekend was the Fout deal, and then after that, it's all till fall.
Yeah, I got messages about that one in Nebraska, and I said, "Well, I can't make it, not this time. It's
right,
like 649 miles. That's quite a drive for me."
Yeah.
A good highway most of the way, go up 65, but still, that's yeah, that's a long way.
Long ways.
Yeah.
Question here: has anyone heard of any 411 missing cases that might in Arkansas that might be attributed to Bigfoot?
I don't know about
well,
that guy that disappeared up there, that hiker, and they found his 4-wheeler or his whatever that was, side by side or whatever it was.
Side by side, yeah. It's not officially attributed to. Yeah, that's at White Rock Mountain where it occurred. Still missing. They did find his boots in a creek about 2 miles away. They found his side by side was wrapped around a tree. Of course, the official statement is that it was just he got caught up in a small tornado, and that's what happened. But they're going to have something.
That's unreal. So, well, did they ever find the guy that disappeared up around Ponca? About a year or so ago.
Not that I've heard of.
I never heard anybody ever found him.
No. And where we're going at the Devil's Den State Park, but it's off from the park, is where the guy went missing. He was hiking, him and his buddy, and he got sick, and his buddy went back for help. And when they come back, all they found was his backpack. His phone was there a ways from it, his backpack, and a few clothes. And then 2 years later, they found his in a creek. They found that his body had been dismembered and pulled everywhere. Now, the official account was that it was done by like coyotes or wolves or anything else. As far he had just wandered off, but when his buddy left him, he said he was so sick that he couldn't get up on his own or hold his own because he is supposed to take medicine and he didn't take it. So his friend buddy don't buy that. Something literally drug him off. So
yeah.
So, and there's been several cases around Devil's Den that's happened like that over the years. Although there's one case that happened at Devil's Den, it was a little girl, and she went missing like that for weeks. And then they found her. She was in a cave up there and said that some hairy guy always helped her. Huh. And this was like a 4 or 5 year old girl, and she wasn't harmed or nothing. I'll have to get the name of that one, but that's one attribute. It's weird how sometimes there's stories that Bigfoot or a hairy something helped somebody and it helped them out and was good. And then you got to right the opposite, the 411, where they're took off and possibly killed by Bigfoot. But within our own interaction with the Bigfoot Sasquatch we've seen, I could see how one clan at your one spot could be very aggressive, and then the next time they at a different area, the clan could be real peaceful and helping and nurturing. So,
yeah,
just depends on the squatch.
Well, this is talking about a cluster of missing 411 cases right along the Arkansas-Oklahoma border near Fort Smith, the Devil's Den State Park.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's not. I think that's not far from Devil's Den. That's what I'm talking about. They've been several, but like I said, nobody wants to attribute it to Bigfoot. But that's right where we're going to go. That's where Neil has got some areas he wants to show us for future investigation. Like I said, this ain't going to be a full-scale and Bigfoot investigation. It's more of a meet and greet. But while we're there, he wants to show us these areas, and so we can talk about a future investigation around there. Since there's so many 411 report missing, not far from, say, within 15 miles of that area. So. And that's just a hop, skip, and a jump for a Bigfoot.
Well, Well, this cluster map shows there's 12 cases, kind of sort of close to that same area. I don't know. That's all I can see on it, but
that's more than I. Right.
Oops. I was trying to pull up that. Let's see, David Pilates. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. It's not showing.
See if you can pull up. I hate to touch my phone. See if you can pull up the. It was back in the 40s, I think it was, where that missing girl at Devil's Den State Park. So there'd be cases all the way back to then.
Let's see. The disappearance of Catherine Van Ast.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like it's going to be. Looks like it's going to be a video. I did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's who it was. They ended up. It was like, I think it was months, and she just turned up, would not been harmed or nothing, and in a cave.
I'll be darned. Huh. And I'm gonna have to watch that video later. I guess I can't see.
Yeah.
Wish there was a way I could just put that right across, but I don't know any way I can do that. So.
Right. Me neither. I might prepare something for the next podcast so we can talk about it, since we're going to be in Devil's Den anyway, and show it if my computer all works and everything. That way I can flash it on the screen.
Yeah.
And maybe even try to narrow down where the cave and everything was, how far that'd be from where we're camping, and that way might be something we just want to check out just from a historic point of view, and
video on so we can show people,
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I'll see if I can research that and do that. Well, definitely everybody just, something's either happened or they're not going to be on, because it's like 15 minutes till time. So there'd be people backstage if they was thinking it was 8 o'clock.
Here's one, Devil's Den Park at Rodney Letterman from Bartlesville, Oklahoma. Been hiking in the area on August 27th, 2017.
Yeah, that's the one that him and his buddy.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. He was found, but it was a long time, a year, maybe 2 years, I don't know, later, but his body had been dismembered in a creek. Of course, like I said, they said it was probably done after he died, and that stuff pulled his body apart and everything, but
yeah,
of course they're going to say that.
Here's the story on that. It said, while on vacation with her family at Devil's Den State Park in West Fork, Arkansas, Catherine Van Ast wandered away from her brothers while they were playing near a creek. It seemed to happen in the blink of an eye, as if a hole in the center of the earth formed and swallowed her into its gullet. Despite the helpless cries of her family, who were desperately trying to ascertain her whereabouts, she failed to respond and had vanished entirely. Park officials were contacted, and I got distracted there. There was a spider on my table that scared me to death. She failed to respond, had vanished entirely. Park officials were contacted, and a vigorous hunt for the missing little girl commenced. The entirety of Devil Den State Park covers a vast expanse of 2,500 acres, so the search became virtually aimless. How a mere child of 8 could wander off into nothingness while the immediate company of her own family became a puzzling mystery that nobody could solve. At the time of her disappearance, Catherine Van Ost was clad in nothing more than a bathing suit, so she was extremely exposed to the elements and a high risk of being harmed in various ways. Devil's Den State Park is occupied by a dense population of wildlife, harbors various rocks and cliffs, and is complete with all the makings of nature in its unabashed form, according to all trails. So the hope of her safe recovery was rapidly waning as the days went by. Then, as quickly as she was gone, she was there again. Pittsburgh Post-Gazette reported that Peter Chaddock, a member of the search party, was near a cave. We heard a frail voice respond to his call. "Here I am," the little girl declared softly. Alas, 6 days later, Catherine Ann Voss had been found about 7 miles from her family's campsite.
Yeah. And there's other details that she said that you got to kind of track it down. But like I said about the hairy man that helped her, she goes into the people discounted her after as a child's fantasy what all happened. But
yeah, it doesn't go into that. It just talks about the little girl said she just wandered off.
Yeah.
But
she wandered 7 miles.
Or anything. No injuries or malnourishment. Huh. Oh well.
And how old was she again?
It says she was 8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
That's still a long ways for an 8-year-old to go 7 miles.
Well, yeah, when people's hollering for her,
Yeah. Just wandering. That's like, just for us, that's almost from Quitman to Heber.
Yeah. That's a lot of wandering.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, that cave would be interesting. Let's just start and look, see if there's still any signs there. Probably not, because if after that they got the people around and gone, they probably eliminate them, and they keep them eliminated, but maybe not by this long. But be interesting just to have documentary that we went there and that we videoed that cave and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see what I can track down. Well, we've almost killed an hour and nobody else has showed up, and had a good discussion though. Yeah. Anything you want to bring up before we run out of time here?
I don't guess so, Winter. It was fun. Didn't get I would have liked to have a lot more people on here, but it is what it is sometimes.
It happens that way sometimes.
Yeah.
Unless somebody's got another question or anything, give them a few minutes here.
That's got me curious about that story. Now I hadn't heard a whole lot about it, but I'm definitely going to find out now.
Well, that this is how long since I've actually studied that. when way back when we started, and I told the guys, the Arkansas boys, where they wanted to go because we didn't have nothing else to hunt. We could go to Fouke and see that. Well, at that same time, right after that, we started. I was looking at that case, and I said, "Well, what do we want to go to the Devil's Den and just have a weekend over there, and we can do the same." And they chose to go to Fouke, which I'm glad they did at the time. Now, because that's how everything got started and what we've seen down there. But that's been how long since I've actually researched about that young girl.
About 2015, 16, something like that.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know when it.
And like I said, if I remember correct, it was in the 40s that occurred.
Dang. Somebody just chimed in. Who was that? Yeah, it wasn't our group.
Huh. Yeah, I'll get that information to Neil too if I find anything, and see if he knows the area. And like I said, that might be our day trip while we're there, and on the 13th, and go check that out and video, because we'll probably be there that Saturday and Sunday. The Friday, I got to go to Paragould. We're going to a paranormal show, the 12th.
Yeah.
In Paragould, and then we'll just have the meet time there at Devil's Den, say 12 or 1 o'clock, and meet up there. Just everybody go, and then all that evening and all day Sunday.
Cool. Yeah, I'd like to go check out that cave, see if we can find it.
Yeah. So.
Oh, Colt found my spider that was bugging me. Kill it, Colt.
Oh.
No, he's playing with it. Get it, Colt. I can't stand it. I got to kill it myself.
Okay.
Nothing that a size 13 shoe can't take care of. Did you see that little thing popped up? I'm here.
Yeah, Marcus just showed up, but
yeah, I'm all by myself again. There he is. Hey, Marcus.
Hey, how's it going?
You made
Pretty
it.
good.
Yeah, I forgot he was going on tonight until I got in here.
You about missed it.
You're the only one that showed up. That's why we thought everybody might have forgot that it was the timing, everything. How's it been up your way?
Yeah, pretty good. Stormy, but hot.
Oh, yeah. Have you got a turkey yet?
No.
No. Everybody down here had everybody up in Missouri's been doing good though that I've talked to, but around here, very few.
Yeah, they ain't as good down here as what they used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to hear them occasionally up there on the mountain, but I haven't heard of many up here for a couple of years now.
That's odd too, and I mean they say that it's because there's just not enough population or whatever breeding population, but that's back to something maybe like in Turkey, and it's pretty good hunter.
Yeah. Well, it used to be you know how they go up and roost in trees at night and stuff. I
Yeah.
used to hear them flying up into the trees and roosting up here, kind of east of me, but hadn't had nothing in quite a while now.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. So if they're that few, they actually need to lower the season or whatever. But there may be something like a Sasquatch liking turkey and getting a lot of turkey.
Well, usually when I go out deer hunting, that's when I see turkey.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually.
Well, have you been?
Do what?
Have you been back over to the forest since we went over there?
No, I've been busy with stuff. I got 2 tractors here. I got to put clutches in, and I've been working on farm equipment for people.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that gets in the way making a living.
Yeah, I know.
Money goes everywhere, and it don't come in very fast.
No, it does not.
And my problem. Hey, you gonna try to make the meet and greet at Devil's Den State Park in July? Probably hadn't heard about it. I hadn't posted anything. We posted on the group chat, but July 13th and 14th at Devil's Den State Park, we're gonna have a family kind of oriented deal, meet and greet, and also there was a missing girl case. We're going to have more information on it, but we'd like to check that cave out and take pictures that we had actually went there and everything. It's from the 40s, but she was gone for, what did it say, 7 days?
Yeah.
And then just turned back up. and I hadn't heard the part that you read there that she was just in a bathing suit.
You know what? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me about that story. If she wandered off like 8 miles,
Yeah.
how in the world did she wander back to the same spot?
Yeah.
If she had no idea where she was going, that didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, that was one of the deals that the guy that did that little documentary, because they had heavily searched that area and there was nobody there, and then all of a sudden she just turns back up.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, got another viewer question. Even though we're going over our time a little bit here, but that's all right. Marcus just showed up, so we'll keep going another 15, 20 minutes. The question is what area of Arkansas do you believe that more Sasquatch exist or live at?
I think I'd have to go with that Kiamichi Mountain down in there, west of Mina.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had that Kiamichi beast or whatever that is down there for years and years and years.
That's what I'd say. That the hot spots where it's over in eastern Arkansas, Crowley's Ridge, they've had accounts off and on, but nothing like over towards once you start getting towards Ball Knob, that's like a commuting area where they move through. Obviously, there's a national forest there, and we've had the activity there. There you go. This whole forest where we had activity was cut down and just piled up, not done nothing. They didn't haul the logs off. They just cut it down right where we was having the most activity. That's another strange thing.
Yeah,
But I'd
virgin
say,
forest too. I mean, that's crazy.
yeah, I would say the Ouachita Mountains, then over by Oark and that general area of the what's that forest called now? I done forgot. Anyway, that forest there, and then up to where Marcus's area from, say, Leslie all the way over to Mountain Home is the areas that has the hot spots and where there's more population. Now, I can't say which one has the most population because you'd have to do a lot of studying and have time and be able to be in them areas off and on, or have somebody stationed there and be able to do reports. Wish we had the funding to where we could do that, and that would be our jobs to keep up with all this, but we're not at that point. And as far as I know, ain't nobody in Arkansas, but that's the hot spots that we found that activity at. Well, there's something we can ask Marcus. Since the forest in your area was burnt, and we found activity around the outside. Possible had activity that went by camp the Saturday night. Have you heard any thing out calls out your way, Marcus, out at your farm, or because they would have been pushed out to private land, which that's back to your side of the highway and everything.
Yeah, during the gun show and stuff, a buddy of mine went back to my buddy's house there, closer to the forestry. They lived closer.
Yeah.
They kept on hearing a howl. It sounded like a wolf howling, but it wasn't a wolf because it was too long, it was too deep, and I wasn't there to hear it. I wish I was.
Right. So that's just kind of a confirmation there that that's since what we saw, they figured they pushed him out a little bit away. So that's kind of confirmation for that.
Yeah.
And my one friend, this was before we went, told me the week beforehand, there's some kind of, in the northern unit, there's a horse trail that you can ride your horses on. And there was one, it was his nephew that he got startled off his horse because it was just standing, it was kind of on an incline, and it didn't bother the horse, didn't bother him, but when he looked around the tree, he was startled and just fell off his horse. And they took off and it disappeared. So that was before we even went up there that he told me that. So I never did figure out where there's a horse trail at that you can ride that's in the northern unit.
Yeah, I've been on that one up there on the other side of Mountain View, or wherever it's at. I can't even remember now, but
yeah, Sillamore.
Yeah, it's I know
Closer
there's plenty of deer up in there because when I was riding the horse, I saw a bunch of deer back in there. And of course,
yeah.
with the horse, you can just ride up to them almost, you know.
Well, that's what happened with this. He rode right up to it, and it just looked around the tree at him.
That would be
it's
fun.
somewhere closer to 56.
Yeah, there's a horse trail up there, but I just cannot remember where it's at.
Right.
Yeah, they actually take it across the highway and all back in there. I can't remember.
Oh, the trading post up there. It gives horse rides and stuff. I bet that's where it was.
I bet it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Was there anything you want to ask about or bring up, Marcus, or tell anybody about, or anything like that?
Not right now.
Not right now.
No. So,
I got you a question. How's married life treating you?
yeah, pretty good so far.
Pretty good so far.
Yeah, you're walking away when you said that too.
Yeah, she's on the phone too, so.
Mm.
So.
Well, I ain't got no more questions or anything.
Well, I'm glad to see you two again.
Yeah, you too. Glad to see y'all.
Yeah, it's good seeing y'all too.
And Colt was here to say hello a while ago, Marcus, but he's done passed out down there on the floor now.
Yeah, he doesn't sleep. How's your mom and dad doing, Marcus?
No, they're doing pretty good. And they're fixing to go up to Iowa Thursday and Friday. So.
Tell them be safe. I'll be praying for them.
All righty, I'll let them know.
All righty then. I'll let y'all say y'all goodbyes to everybody, and I'll end the show, and we'll try again next month. And if I get any more information on the 13th, I'll post it this coming month, and then we'll put it on the cartel and try to narrow down what we're going to actually do.
Okay.
All righty.
Well, I'll tell you what. Y'all take care. God bless y'all. And we'll see you when we're due.
Same to y'all, and we'll see y'all later on the next one.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank everybody for tuned in, and we will look forward to next month's podcast. And like I said, we'll get some more information about the 411 missing cases in Arkansas and the Devil's Den area missing cases. And post, since we're going to be going there in July the 13th and 14th. And everybody just keep watch for that. Also, always check out our Hillbilly Graphic store, and you can buy any kind of Bigfoot apparel on there. We got some pretty good shirts and cool stuff, so check out Hillbilly Graphics. All right, everybody. See y'all next month.
Night, y'all.
Night. See you later, Marcus.
We'll see you.
Thanks for being on.
Yeah, man. Have a good one.
Yep.